Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Friends, I did what I said I would. I bought NVDA. Let me show you my trades for today and let me summarize my thoughts of where I am and what I plan to do tomorrow. Things didn't turn out quite the way I thought it would, but I'm not yet worried about it. We'll discuss all this and more. Let's get started. Welcome back, friends. First, let's go to my trading platform and check out the trades that I did today, exactly as I spoke about yesterday. The only thing I did not do is I did not sell PayPal yet because I thought there was some promise left in PayPal. So I'm holding off on that. Let's go to our portfolio and have a look. So here is my portfolio, and you can see that I have bought NVDA out here, and it's at a loss of 3%. I bought it in two tranches. I bought 50 first, and then I bought the next 50. And during the first half an hour of the day, the prices were going up. So my second 50 actually took up the average price. But after that, the market decided to sell off on NVIDIA, and it has come down by 3%. So that's what happened out here. I have sold off Bluebird. As you can see, I sold it off at the opening price that was, and I collected the money from there. And what else did I do here? So that's about it. And I had some money already from before, some cash out here. I used it up. I also bought 10 FNGU to dollar cost average it down. It came down from 417 to 415. Here is my order book in the same portfolio. As you can see, I bought FNGU 10 at $400, and I sold Blue 2,500 at 68.6862 cents each. I bought NVIDIA. The first tranche was bought at 129.40, and then the second 50 was bought at 131. And hopefully, I think tomorrow I might decide to do a bit of dollar cost averaging if the opportunity arises. So that's what I'm thinking. This is the other account on the Canadian side where I sold off entire Tesla. I incurred a loss on that. I put all that money and a little more to buy 200 NVIDIA. So that's what I did. I got it at 30.65. These are the Canadian depository receipts for NVIDIA. So I have completed the first step of what I plan to do. And this is the NASDAQ futures right now. It's 26th of August, 8:49 p.m. We are mildly negative, and the 9-day exponential is giving support. At this point of time, momentum is flat but above average, and MACD is moving towards a signal to cross over to the bearish side. So that's what is happening out here. Now, if we go into a 1 minute time frame and have a look at this, then we can see that we have got higher lows. So that indicates to me an inherent bullish bias within the market. So I'm going to take that as a positive. And next, let us go and have a look at QQQ. Again, we are looking at the daily chart. Each of these candles is a 1 minute candle. And out here, we can definitely see that we had been bearish during the day, and we are kind of consolidating. And after hours, there's been a little bit of bullish momentum out here. Hopefully that remains for the rest of the day. Let us go back into the daily candle view and have a look at QQQ. And you will see that we are more or less tracking down the way I was looking at the possibilities. So the first possibility seems to be more likely that we may bounce off this green line of support out here, which is at 474.19, and go and retest the resistance out here at 487.20, because this support has been with us for the last 3 days and has helped us to stay above. And I think we'll find out more tomorrow, but right now momentum is above average. That's a good thing, but it is dropping, which is not a good thing. MACD is also bullish, which is a good thing, but it's moving towards the signal line. That's not a good thing. So that's the way I'm looking at it. And now let us go and have a look at the main course, which is NVIDIA. So you can see that NVIDIA is consolidating. I would call this a bull flag, and I would say that NVIDIA is consolidating to go upwards. I do not see why NVIDIA would not do well based on all the reasons that I have seen so far. So I'm going to hold on to NVIDIA that I have, and probably dollar cost average if it goes down further. I think we are going to have a little bit of volatility in NVIDIA until the earnings, and after the earnings, I'm expecting it to pick up and then drop back again. So I'll have to be alert to sell it off if the pickup happens. So that's the way I'm looking at it. Now the question is, what are my objectives with this play in NVIDIA? Okay, the first objective I have is to make any profits if possible. Then I ask myself the question, would I want to sell NVIDIA knowing that it's going to be the foundation of all future revolutions? It's an industrial revolution of one kind. And the core is being built right now by the hyperscalers. And then there will be other use cases coming up. It will go into robotics, and it might go into space technology, and wherever you can think humans are involved in the manufacturing process or service process, we could have AI going in there. And this is the platform. Now, if you look at the H200 series, it was a huge power consumer, but Blackwell seems to be a much better chip when it comes to power consumption. So NVIDIA is progressively addressing all the negatives that you could probably come up with for GPUs and for creating an AI platform. One of the biggest of them is the power consumption, and Blackwell is going to address that. So I think it will be key that in the earnings call that's going to happen on the 28th after hours, NVIDIA addresses the delivery schedule for Blackwell, and addresses the rumor about it being delayed. So we need to know how long it's going to be delayed and when it's coming up. And even if there is a delay, I think that at this point of time, there is enough momentum in the AI market that the H200s are going to be well in demand. And when the Blackwell comes in, there will still be a market for H200 because Blackwell either has got to be more expensive because it's going to save on power. Therefore, the H200s will become cheaper now that Blackwell is available. And the companies that can afford the Blackwell chips will move to Blackwell right away. And I think all those major companies like Google, Microsoft, and Meta, all of these guys will straight away go into Blackwell to be class leading in their category. And when they do that, they have to dispose of the H200s. And the H200s will end up going to startup companies and others who also want to be an AI play but cannot afford the Blackwell. So I see that kind of a momentum happening. And that would mean that AI is going to progress much faster than we thought about. And there will be a little bit of discount for startups to get AI hardware because those H200 had to be deployed somewhere. So I'm thinking that we are in for a good run. So from a long-term perspective also, I wouldn't mind holding on to the NVIDIA shares because in the long run, you are going to gain a lot of value. And in the short run, we may probably see a dip after the earnings. But I think I'll hold on to NVIDIA and probably dollar cost average when the dip comes. At the same time, I want to be mindful of the fact that I don't put a huge percentage of my portfolio into one stock, that is NVIDIA. So I want to spread it around. And I'm also looking at FNGU and seeing when I can sell off FNGU and put money into CRISPR. So those are all the plays that are happening in my mind. So if you ask me, Raj, what has today's market action done to you? I think initially I was a bit apprehensive when the market started going down. But at the end of the day, as I was going through everything that has happened during the day, and my own thoughts also as to why I'm going into NVIDIA, there is a greed factor in there, because if overnight I can get a huge gain, I'm game for it, and any of you would do that. But then if you ask a deeper question, is NVIDIA just something which is temporary that you want to buy, or it's something that you're going to hold for a longer term? I would say I would hold it for the medium term, which will be a 2-year time frame. So from that perspective, I'm absolutely comfortable to dollar cost average tomorrow if it continues to go down, and hold on to it, because I think the PE ratios are going to reset back because earnings will be higher. So the price has to go up in order for the PE to come back to where it is right now, because it will fall after the earnings is declared. Right now, we have PE based on current earnings, and the forward PE is what is going to become the current PE when earnings are announced. And at that point of time, the current price will seem to be too low for the earnings. That's why the PE will come down. So I'm thinking that the price will have to go up in order for the TE to go up. So let's see what happens, and I'll catch up with you again in the next video. Please put your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll catch up with you again in the next video. Bye for now.